What's going on, guys? Today I will be showing you how to set up and run Aiomacbot, or better known as Taskbot. Alright, so the first thing you want to do when you open your Taskbot is you always want to check for updates first, just to make sure on the latest version. Um, and then next you always want to sign into your Google account. And what you gain by signing into your Google account is that Google will not flag you as a bot and give you long captchas when you're trying to check out on Shopify sites or Supreme or something. Okay, so the first thing you want to do once you're inside the bot is you're going to need to make a billing profile. So this is just like if you're putting your billing info into a store when you're buying something, you're just putting all your stuff in, putting your credit card number in, credit card stuff, making a name, and then pressing save when you're done. And then once you're done, it'll pop up over here, and then you can edit it or delete it by clicking on it and then clicking one of those buttons. And then so now that you have your billing profiles made, you're going to need what's called a keyword. So when you're making a task for, say, just a Shopify site, like, I don't know, let's just say DSMN. And then so when you have this, you're going to need keywords, right? So when you're in the news section, they'll usually provide you with keywords for most releases. If not, they're really not that hard to think of. But they'll usually have them here for big releases. So say the Yeezy 700s were dropping on Yeezy Supply, I would copy that, add task, I'll go to Yeezy Supply for this one. Yeezy Supply, enter the keyword, put the keyword that was provided into the keyword box, make sure you have the right billing profile, I'm just going to do test, the size you want, and then proxies, if you have any proxies. So when you create your task, it's going to be save. Then you're going to go to your terminal. And then now that you're in your terminal with a task set up, you have these options to start by highlighting it and pressing start, start all, stop, start all, delete or delete all. And so what you do is, if say this was right before the Yeezy 700s are about to drop, you just press start all, and then it would go to monitoring. It's not going to pick anything up because there's no Yeezy 700 on Yeezy Supply right now. What this is doing right now is searching for a product called 700 on Yeezy Supply at the moment. So it's searching for that. It's obviously not going to find anything because there's no 700s on there. So it's searching for that. And if it were to pick up a product called 700, it would start going through lots of different statuses like adding to cart, submitting billing info and all that stuff. It's going to do that stuff. And then if it's a Shopify site that requires CAPTCHA, this thing, you want it to do that. This CAPTCHA window will automatically pop up and it'll have a CAPTCHA ready for you to solve right there, and then you'll just need to solve the CAPTCHA and the bot should check out. So now that we've covered all the basic stuff, next thing that I'll be showing you guys is some of the more advanced stuff that you can do with this bot. So we'll go into the advanced tab. So the first thing, this is not very advanced, but smart checkout. Smart checkout, for some sites, if you use the same credit card number, the same address, the same email, phone number, they'll cancel your order if you purchase multiples, which is mostly the goal when running bots like this is to get multiples. So you usually want to have smart checkout on so you don't check out accidentally twice. And just so you don't get canceled or anything. Max proxy import or deletion. So this is if you're using proxies when running on Shopify or Supreme or Foot sites or whatever you want to run on this. The first thing you're gonna have to have IP authenticated proxies. What that means is that there's two types of proxies. There's IP authenticated proxies and user password proxies. For Taskbot, the only thing you can use is IP authenticated proxies because of their integration with Apple. Apple doesn't allow them to use user pass proxies. So just make sure if you're buying proxies, you have it in the user pass, or not the user pass, the IP authenticated form. So it looks good like this. You'll just have your IP address and then your port number, and then the rest will be covered with the IP authentication. And then you would just press save after that. So if I just had like a list like that, I would just press save, and then when I was done with that, I would just press delete. When those proxies are old and gone, you would just press delete all. Next setting you want to hear is Shopify settings. So the first Shopify setting we have here is mass link change. What this does is it allows for drops where no one really knows, like, if a site is gonna like mess with the keywords and the early links and stuff, and they're gonna change stuff around. It's always good to have this open. So say I was running for something on Kith, and then Kith, I would just Kith change the link to what they were releasing. So say they were releasing Yeezys, but instead of making the name for the shoe Yeezy, they made the shoe name BB162, which they have done before. So you would be in maybe your Google Chrome window, and you would just copy that link real fast from there, paste it in here. I saw that 700 pasted, but you get the idea. You would paste the link in here, and then you'd press change. And then all the tasks in your terminal that we're currently monitoring on Kith at that moment would now, instead of monitoring the keywords that you had previously put in, would now be monitoring that link that you put in to there. Monitor delay, this is so this would be when you're waiting for something to drop. It might be a random time or something, and you just want to monitor it. If you're monitoring delay, if you're not monitoring at all and you're just going exactly when the drop starts, then you're good. Then you have your auto on. It'll be probably between 1 and 2. If you want to monitor something, you need your monitor delay to be high. So I would recommend, if you're monitoring, go for like 8 or something, probably to 8 or 5 or 6 or 7. And then what that allows you to do is, so you don't get banned from any Shopify sites. Shopify sites ban your IP address if you're monitoring at a very low delay, because it's too many requests and they just ban you off the site. The last thing in here would be the reassign proxies. Like I was just talking about the bans. Reassign proxies, you always want to have that on. So if you have proxies and one of your proxies gets banned, it'll pull in an extra proxy and for that task, so it can get back on the site and back to trying to check out whatever you want, or monitoring whatever you want. So that's it for the Shopify settings. The next thing would be webhooks for checkout notifications. This right here is just my webhook. So what all this allows you to do is just, it'll send a message to your Discord when you successfully check out on a store or something. Not very complicated. You can look up how to get your Discord webhook. It's not really that hard. It's easy thing. It's nice to have. And then so sneakers, mask, task creation, and account import. Right now, these are just, this sneakers is not really able to be botted right now, so I'm not really going to include much of this. And then the last thing here is quick task settings. What this allows you to do, this is a really cool feature that Taskbot recently added after a few of the more expensive, bigger bots have added. So it's called quick task, and the thing you need for this would be a monitor, um, a Discord group that monitors websites for you. You're going to set your profile. You're gonna set your default login if required. So if you're on like Undefeated or other sites that require login, Undefeated's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. And then you're gonna need to, it'll use that login just in case. Once you have the quick tasks here, you're just gonna click on the size that you want for the quick task. All monitors, might be different. So this is what AK Chefs has. I'm an AK Chef. For this, you're just going to press, whatever size you want for the task to go. You're going to press that link. It's going to take you, allow it to open Taskbot, and you'll see that now it's trying to run a task. This is not going to work because that is out of stock. So I can just stop and delete it. And yeah, that is pretty much everything. Captcha solver, when you're on a site and when you're checking out and the site needs captcha to finish, this, you don't even have to open this. This will automatically pop up and it'll just have the captcha there ready for you to solve. Enable auto click. I recommend enabling auto click because it's just going to click on the captcha immediately as soon as it's requested by the site. And yeah, that's about it for running Aiomacbot or Taskbot. It's a really solid bot for the price. Like it covers literally almost any site you could think of. And it's really only going for about like $125 right now. If you're new to sneaker bots or trying to cop sneakers, it's a really solid bot for you to start out with, and it does some good work. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any more other bots that you would like to see me do, like a tutorial or setup guide, just like I did this one for any other bots, just leave a comment in the comment section. And that's about it. See you guys later.